Hello dear students, how are you? Welcome again in my another session of English grammar, and today I am going to start a new topic. This is phrase and clause. Okay, so this is our new topic, phrase and clause. Okay, so what is phrase and clause? What is phrase and what is clause? Separately, if I will see, both are group of words. Okay, but there is difference between group of words, because phrase is a group of words without subject and verb. Okay, but clause is a group of words with subject and verb. Okay, so this is the similarity between them. Both are phrase and clause, both are the group of words. Okay, but the difference is that phrase is a group of word without subject and verb, and clause is a group of words with subject and verb. Okay, so this is similarity, and this is the difference. Without subject, phrase is a group of words that has no subject and no verb, and clause is a group of words that has subject and verb. Okay, and it has no sense. Phrase has no sense. Okay, and clause has meaningful sense and not has meaningful sense. Okay, phrase is have no subject and verb, so it has no sense. Okay, but clause, here there are two conditions with clause. Clause has meaningful sense or not have meaningful sense. Sometimes don't have meaningful sense. Okay, sometimes it don't have meaningful sense. How? Then you are thinking कि ऐसा कैसे हो जाएगा, हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि कब उसका मीनिंगफुल सेंस है और कब नहीं? Are you thinking or not? So the answer of this, when the clause is dependent. Okay, the clause is divided into two parts, dependent and independent. Look here, and independent. So when the clause is dependent, it has no sense. Okay, and when the clause is independent, it has sense. Is that clear? So I will make you understand about this dependent or independent clause. But before that, I am just making you understand about phrase. Okay, so I'm just going to start phrase. Phrase. You know, there are 5 types of phrase. First, noun phrase. Okay. Second, verb phrase. Third, prepositional phrase. Fourth, adjective phrase. Fifth, adverb phrase. So these are the types of phrases. You know, noun phrase, verb phrase, prepositional phrase, adjective phrase and adverb phrase. So I will make you understand about all types of phrase with the help of some examples. So first I will make you understand about noun phrase. Okay, so for it you have to keep it in your mind that noun, what is the work of noun in a sentence. Noun का क्या काम होता है sentence में. Noun is, I'm just talking about noun. Noun is subject or noun is object in a sentence. Okay, noun क्या होती है, या तो subject होती है या object होती है. Okay, so the work of noun is to be a subject or of an object also. Okay, so in this way the phrase, if we add phrase here, phrase means a group of words. So a group of words, when a group of words work as a subject or as a object. Okay, when a group of words work as a subject or as an object, it's called noun phrase. Okay, so how? Look towards the example. We have solved all the sum assigned by you. Okay, so this is subject, this is verb. Is that clear? It means we have solved. When a sentence have subject and verb, it's called clause. But we are not looking at this time towards the clause. अभी हमें क्या देखना है, phrase की तरफ देखना है. अभी हमें clause की तरफ नहीं देखना है. Okay, so look towards it. That this all the sum, this is subject, this is helping verb, this is verb, this is subject, this is helping verb and this is main verb. Okay, so the rest part is object. So this is the complete rest part is working as an object here. All the sums assigned by you. So what is this? What type of phrase is this? Noun phrase. Okay, जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि नाउन is working in a sentence as a subject or as an object. So this group of words, you are looking, all the sums assigned by you is working in this sentence as noun, as an object. So this is noun. Okay, so this is a group of words, so that is why it's noun phrase. Okay. The next example is, my brother I will give you some other examples also. Like, a woman in the window shouted for help. Okay, so this is verb, and the rest part that is using before the verb is working as subject. Okay, so this is subject, this is verb, and as I told you, if a sentence that have subject and verb is called clause. But we are not talking about this time about clause. We are looking towards the phrase. So this group of words is working like subject. Subject means noun. Okay, so it's noun phrase. ये group of words, a woman in the window, किसकी तरह काम कर रहा है? सब्जेक्ट की तरह. एंड दिस सब्जेक्ट, दिस इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स एंड वर्किंग एज वन सब्जेक्ट. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज नाउन फ्रेज. अंडरस्टैंड? अंडरस्टैंड एवरीबॉडी? So we will go towards the verb phrase. You know what is verb phrase? A group of words with helping verb and main verb. Okay, a verb is called verb phrase. Like, he will be reading a book. Okay, so you are looking, this is helping verb and this is main verb, and this is the complete group of words is working as a verb. So that's why it's called verb phrase. Okay, and she is teaching us English grammar. Okay, so each, this is helping verb. Teaching, this is main verb, but both are working as a verb. So that's why this group of words is called verb phrase. Okay, so a group of words along with helping verb and main verb is called verb phrase. Understood? Okay, so let us go towards the prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase. Okay, so A preposition, what is the work of preposition? Preposition show the relationship of noun and pronoun with the rest part of the sentence. Okay, so that's why the words, the noun and pronouns and whatever is attached with the preposition is called prepositional phrase. Or sometimes a group of words that work as a preposition is called prepositional phrase. Okay, like in spite of, being poor, he is honest. So this word in spite of is working as, this word is working as a preposition. Okay, गरीब होते हुए भी वह ईमानदार है. So that's why this group of words is called prepositional phrase. Okay, and in simply when a preposition is only having one word, so how you will define the prepositional phrase there? Like the sun is rising in the east. Okay, so in, this is the preposition. What is the preposition here? In, and it is joining this rest part of the sentence with this. And you know, the preposition is here for the east. किसके लिए यहाँ preposition? For what it is using here? In the east. So this complete part is called prepositional phrase. ओके, जो भी कुछ उस प्रीपोजिशन से जुड़ा हुआ है या जिसके लिए वो प्रीपोजिशन यूज हो रही है. सो द कंप्लीट पार्ट विथ प्रीपोजिशन, सो दिस इज कॉल्ड प्रीपोजिशनल फ्रेज. Understood? Then we will go towards the adjective phrase. When a group of words at least having one word of adjective and saying something about noun and pronoun is called prepositional phrase. Okay, यदि कोई ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड जिसमें कम से कम एक वर्ड एडजेक्टिव का हो और वो किसी नाउन और प्रोनाउन की विशेषता बता रहा हो, देन दिस ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड इज कॉल्ड एडजेक्टिव. ओके, लाइक एडजेक्टिव I am very happy with his car. Okay, so the word very and happy. So there are two prepositions, two words for using for preposition. Happy किसके लिए है यहाँ? I के लिए. I is pronoun एंड वेरी किसके लिए आया है? हैप्पी के लिए. ओके, सो दिस ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड वेरी हैप्पी इज कॉल्ड adjective phrase because both words are saying something about I. किसके लिए बारे में बता रहे हैं? I के बारे में. So that's why these are adjective phrase. Okay, the next, the cost of the car is way too high. Okay, so too high किसके लिए आ रहा है? too high, the cost of the car, and this is subject, so that's why this is adjective phrase. Okay, is that clear? Okay, then we will talk about adverb phrase. adverb phrase के बारे में बात करते हैं हम. adverb phrase means the words that say something about verb, जो verb के बारे में कुछ कहें. Okay, so the group of words, when a group of words say something about verb is called adverb phrase. Okay, like they ran really fast. They ran really fast. Okay, so the fast किसके लिए आ रहा है यहाँ? ran के लिए. and really means is now emphasizing on the fast. ये किसके लिए आ रहा है? फास्ट के लिए. really मैंने वास्तव में, तेज. so both words are working here as both words are saying something about this verb, so that's why these are adverb phrase. Okay, and next example, he drank milkshake much quickly. Okay, so look towards that much quickly. किसके लिए आ रहा है ये? much quickly is using for, किसके लिए आ रहा है? ही के लिए. कौन ज्यादा जल्दी? क्या ज्यादा जल्दी? मीन्स पीता है. ओके, सो दैट्स वाई दिस इज वर्ब. और वर्ब के बारे में जब कोई कुछ बताता है, सो what we call it? adverb. so these both words are working here and saying something about verb, so that's why these are adverb phrase. Okay, so these are the 5 types of phrase using here. you know these are the main phrase. okay, ये main है जो यहाँ use हो रहे हैं. but sometimes it happens that there are something more types of phrases you learn somewhere you learn. okay, so we will talk about these additional phrases. we will talk about these additional phrases. वो क्या है additional phrases? वैसे ये 5 ही मेन होते हैं. okay, only these 5 are main, but we will talk about some additional phrases as you in somewhere you learn about them and will be confused, so we will sort out it here and we will know about these additional phrases. okay, So next, this is, I'm just going to write here 6 type, because 5 I have already discussed before and this is 6. Okay. Appositive. And 7th, absolute. And 8th, participle. And 9th, gerund. And 10th, infinitive phrase. Okay, so these are 5 additional phrase. ये 5 additional हैं. We are going to learn about them. First, we will know what is appositive phrase. So, appositive phrase is a group of words which renames a noun. Okay, appositive phrase क्या होता है? जो noun के बारे में कुछ और बताए. Some words that say something about noun but not working there as an adjective. Okay, जो noun के बारे में कुछ बता तो रहे हैं but adjective नहीं है वो. Okay, like, look towards the examples. I will go to Varanasi. The most holy place. Okay, of Hindus. Clear? So, you know, the most holy place of Hindus. For what it's used here? The most holy place of Hindus क्या है? The most holy place of Hindus क्या है? So when you are finding the answer of what, किसका यहाँ क्वेश्चन क्या क्रिएट हो रहा है? What. क्या है the most holy place of Hindus? What. Okay. So everybody knows कि what का आंसर या तो सब्जेक्ट होता है या ऑब्जेक्ट होता है. So सब्जेक्ट और ऑब्जेक्ट आर रिलेटेड टू नाउन. किससे रिलेटेड होते हैं? नाउन से. ओके, सो द आंसर ऑफ व्हाट इज दैट. किसके बारे में आ रहा है? वाराणसी के बारे में. एंड वाराणसी इज नाउन. ओके, सो दीज आर द एडिशनल वर्ड्स फॉर सेइंग समथिंग अबाउट नाउन, अबाउट सब्जेक्ट. जो सब्जेक्ट के बारे में कुछ और एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं. Is that clear? So these words are called appositive phrase. Understood? क्या कहेंगे हम इन्हें? Appositive phrase. Look towards the next example. Have you ever been to Vatican City The most sacred place for Christians. Okay, so Vatican City, this is object and working here as noun, and these are some additional lines that say something about subject and object. So ये लाइनें किसके बारे में बता रही है? Because this is subject and ever been is verb and this is object. Object क्या है? Noun. So these additional words are called appositive phrase. Okay, some additional information about subject and object is called appositive phrase. Okay, got it? Then we will talk about absolute phrase. So what is absolute phrase? The phrase modifies the whole sentence. जो पूरे sentence के बारे में कुछ न कुछ बताता है. Okay? Like encouraged by his first victory, James want to continue his campaigning. Okay, so this is subject, this is verb, okay, and this is object. This is the complete sentence जिसमें subject भी है, verb भी है और last में object भी है. So this is the complete sentence, but this is the rest part जो कि पूरे सेंटेंस के बारे में पूरे सेंटेंस को मॉडिफाई कर रहा है. इनकरेज्ड बाय हिज फर्स्ट विक्ट्री. ओके, जेम्स ने कब कंटिन्यू की करने की अपने कैंपेनिंग को कंटिन्यू करने के लिए कब उसने चाहा? इनकरेज्ड बाय हिज फर्स्ट विक्ट्री. अपनी पहली जीत से इनकरेज होके. ओके, अपनी पहली जीत से एनकरेज होके एंड शी वांट टू कंटिन्यू हिज कैंपेनिंग. So this sentence, this first sentence, this group of words is modifying the whole sentence. पूरे sentence को modify कर रहा है. So this is absolute phrase. Okay? क्या है ये? Absolute phrase. Look towards the next example. Losing all the money in gambling, he decided to get down to get loan. Okay, he decided to get loan from the bank. So when he decided to get the loan, he subject, decided verb, and this is object. okay. तो like this is the complete sentence, और ये किससे encourage हो रहा है complete sentence? इससे. When he decided to get loan from the bank, कब उसने decide किया बैंक से लोन लेने के लिए? Losing all the money in gambling, जब उसने अपनी पूरी मनी को गैम्बलिंग में हार दी. Okay, so this part of this sentence is supporting the whole sentence, the complete sentence. Okay, ये पूरे sentence को modify कर रहा है, so that's why this is called absolute phrase. Clear? Then participle. So these are non-finite words. Non-finite verb होती हैं participle, gerund and infinitive, and it has participle phrase. What is participle phrase? Participle phrase, it has a participle along with the other words, जहाँ एक पार्टिसिपल होता है. ओके, एंड जो पार्टिसिपल होता है एक्ट्स एज एन एडजेक्टिव, वो एडजेक्टिव का काम करता है. सो दैट्स वाई the words that those are working in a sentence as an adjective and looks as a participle are called participle phrase. Okay, like who is asking for Kishore, the broken heart fellow? The broken heart fellow. Okay, so this rest part is working here as an adjective. क्यों adjective का काम क्यों कर रहा है? Because the broken heart fellow कौन है यहाँ पर? Who is broken heart fellow? Kishore. Kishore is object. Okay, and object means noun. क्या है Kishore? Object. Object का मतलब noun है. Means the words that say something about noun and pronoun are called adjective. Then the rest part is here, and this is broken heart. Broken कौन सा है? Which participle is that? Past participle. And working here as an adjective. So that's why this is participle phrase. Okay, got it? Then we will talk about gerund phrase. So what is gerund phrase? That this contains a gerund along with the other words and that act noun. And you know कि gerund is working in a sentence as noun. So noun can be subject or noun can be object. Then some words that are working in a sentence as subject and object and in the form of gerund are called gerund phrase. Okay, like example, dancing clouds and flying birds. Dancing clouds and flying birds made the scene spellbinding. Okay, so you know made is verb and this is object and these words are working as noun. और किस फॉर्म में ये? डांसिंग क्लाउड्स, नाचते हुए बादल, एंड फ्लाइंग बर्ड्स, उड़ती हुई चिड़िया. सो इन माय video of non-finite video, non-finite verb, when I told you about non-finite verbs in our previous video, so I told you that ing, when ing is working for the words hua, hui, hue, okay, so these are called gerund. So here these words are working as noun, means subject, so that's why these are gerund phrase. So first, for to know about these participle phrase, gerund phrase और non finite phrase, इसके लिए आपको पहले नॉन फाइनाइट्स का वीडियो देखना पड़ेगा. ओके, नॉन फाइनाइट्स को समझना पड़ेगा. एंड इन माय प्रीवियस वीडियोस आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट इट. ओके, गॉट इट? एंड देन वी विल नो अबाउट infinitive phrase. So what is infinitive phrase? क्या होती है infinitive phrase? This include an infinitive along with the other words. जहाँ infinitive होता है दूसरे words के साथ और जो noun का काम करता है. ओके, ये भी noun का काम करता है gerund की तरह. Like to help, the needy, is to please God. Okay, to help the needy. So here this is helping verb or main verb, this is verb and this is object. To help the needy. Okay, गरीबों की मतलब ज़रूरतमंदों की मदद करना means to plus base form of the verb is working as an infinitive. So here this complete group of word is working as noun. So that's why this is infinitive phrase and this is in the form of infinitive verb. Okay, किस फॉर्म में ये verb किस फॉर्म में है? Infinitive, as you are looking that 2 plus base form of the word. Okay, base form of the verb and with 2 is called infinitive. So that's why this is infinitive phrase. Okay, so these are some additional phrase I told you about them. ये कुछ additional phrase हैं जिसके बारे में मैंने आपको बताया. Because but 5 are main, about them I told you before. Okay, वो these 5 are main, like noun phrase, verb phrase, prepositional phrase, adverb phrase, adjective phrase. So these 5 are main, but these are additional. Understand? So after this we will talk about clause. Clause क्या होता है? Okay, as I told you, group of words with subject and verb. Okay, and you know sometimes these are meaningful and sometimes these are meaningless. कभी तो इनका सेंस होता है और कभी नहीं होता है. So how? Because these are divided into 2 parts. Dependent independent, as it is confirmed by the name नेम से ही कंफर्म हो रहा है। डिपेंडेंट क्या होते हैं और इंडिपेंडेंट का। डिपेंडेंट मीन्स डिपेंड ऑन द अदर सेंटेंस एंड इंडिपेंडेंट separately can be separately used. Okay, and dependent clause are senseless because dependent clause cannot be used alone. अगर ये अकेले यूज किए जाते हैं उसका कोई सेंस नहीं होता, बिकॉज देयर इज नीड ऑफ एन इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज ऑल्सो। वहाँ एक इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज की एक नीड होती है। ओके, सो लाइक if I'm just saying this sentence, I want to buy the shirt. Which has loose collar. Okay, which has loose collar. So you are looking, I want to buy the shirt. This is the complete sentence. इसका सेंस निकल रहा है because there is no need of this. यहाँ इसकी नीड ही नहीं होगी। I want to buy the shirt. मैं वो शर्ट खरीदना चाहता हूँ। This has the complete sentence sense. This is meaningful sentence, so that's why this is independent. Okay, and which has loose collar, जिसका collar loose है means ये dependent है। If I only speak only this sentence, which has loose collar, जिसका collar loose है, then you will ask, पूछेंगे आप किसका कॉलर लूज है, किसका कॉलर लूज है। ओके, पूछेंगे ना, बिकॉज क्वेश्चन विल अरोज बाय सेइंग ओनली दिस सेंटेंस। इफ आई स्पीक ओनली दिस सेंटेंस विदाउट दैट, ये नहीं बोलना है मुझे, मैं केवल इतना बोलूंगी, तो देन व्हाट यू विल आस्क, किसका कॉलर लूज है, बिकॉज दिस इज मीनिंगलेस, दिस इज सेंसलेस सेंटेंस। अगर हम इसे अकेला यूज करेंगे तो अकेला कैसा होगा, वो सेंसलेस। ओके, बिकॉज इफ वी यूज इट अलोन सो इट विल बी सेंसलेस। और ये क्या है, डिपेंडेंट। ओके, एंड दिस इज इंडिपेंडेंट, दिस इज डिपेंडेंट। अंडरस्टूड? एंड सो आई टोल्ड यू कि sometimes clauses are meaningful and sometimes meaningless. So this is the reason, dependent clause होगा तो senseless होगा and independent होगा तो meaningful होगा. Okay, so that's why I told you about it कि वो meaningless कब है और meaningful कब. Got it? You know, clauses are divided into 3 parts. Noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. Okay, noun clause means the part the sentence that says something about noun, जो noun के बारे में कुछ कह रहा है. Okay, so that's why this is clause, noun clause. Adjective clause, then the sentence says something about subject and object, that is called also noun, जो कि subject and object की विशेषता बता रहा है. So the complete part is called adjective clause. और adverb clause कब होता है, जब verb के बारे में कुछ कहता है. Okay, so like that I will write some example. both the students are very friendly. Okay, so this is subject, very friendly. very friendly है किसके लिए आया, कौन है फ्रेंडली, कौन है, हु इज फ्रेंडली, किसके लिए आया, सब्जेक्ट के लिए. ओके, सो एंड सो दिस इज नाउन. So the words that say something about noun and pronoun are called adjective. So this is adjective clause. Okay, got it? And if I say only he behaved very well, he behaved very well. So here very well, बहुत अच्छा, किसके लिए आया, he के लिए, उसने बहुत अच्छा किया, क्या, he, no, very well is using here only for behaved. Okay, so this is verb, and the words that say something about verb are called adverb. And so this group of word is called that has a sense, he behaved, verb subject भी है and verb भी है. So this is complete, क्या है ये, clause. Okay, a group of words with subject and verb is called clause. So then very well is here adverb clause. This, it will not be used here separately, but it will be used with subject and verb also. So this is adverb clause. Okay, and I love my two beautiful daughters. Okay, this is subject, this is verb, and this is rest part is object. So this is a group of word that is working here as an object. Object means noun. Okay, so that's why this is noun clause. Okay, because it is using with subject and verb, तो क्या है ये, noun clause है. And the complete, this is a group of word, this is working here as a noun and a noun object, so that's why this is noun clause. Understood? So it is I will not speak this group of words separately, but if we use it with I and love, then it will be clause. अगर हम केवल इतना कहेंगे my two beautiful daughters, तो then it will be phrase. क्या होगा ये, phrase होगा. But we are using here with I and love. This is subject and this is verb, so that's why this complete is clause. Okay, तो ये क्या थे आपके noun, adjective and adverb clause. I discussed before you, and you know clause are divided into two parts, dependent and independent. मैंने वो भी बताया आपको. So what are dependent? Then the clause, the sentence that is depend on other sentence and it will not have the complete sense without the other sentence, it will be dependent. And independent means then a group of words with subject and verb, with subject and verb. A group of words with subject and verb is completely meaningful and there is no need of other sentence to complete it, to make it senseful. So there is no need of that. then it will be independent. Okay, so these are phrase and clause. I tried my best to make you understand about phrase and clause in this video, and I hope you got it about phrase and clause. So you have to complete some exercises from phrase and clause, and in my next video I will discuss the practice set of phrase and clause. Okay, thank you.